Welcome to Political Arena once again. We will turn our attention to a heated controversy rocking Enugu State, the face-off between the state government and luxury construction giant Sujimoto. At the heart of the storm is the ambitious Smart Green Schools project, the 11 billion naira contract meant to deliver 22 modern schools across the state. Imagine 11.4 billion naira of taxpayers' money set aside to build smart green schools for the children of Enugu, a promise of modern classrooms, technology-driven learning, and a brighter future. But instead of schools, what we see today are scandals that raises questions than answers. Now, here are a few things you need to know about the Enugu Smart Green School scandal. First, the contract was awarded in July of 2024, 2nd of July to be precise, for 22 smart green schools across Enugu State as part of a broader initiative to build many of such schools. The contract sum was about 11.45 billion naira to be completed in 6 months. So what exactly is Enugu State government alleging? Number one, advanced payment and non-delivery. 50% of the contract sum, which is about 5.76 billion naira, was paid upfront to Sujimoto to fast-track work. According to the state government, inspections in May 2025 showed school sites were not being worked on, including some with no excavation or basic foundational work done. They also talked about poor quality work and breach of contract. Enugu accused Sujimoto of using unqualified engineers and inexperienced workers. None of the sites met the structural specifications outlined in the contractual drawing. Abandonment and poor communication. After being paid, Sujimoto allegedly ignored calls, messages, periodic project briefings. Sites were reportedly abandoned, alleged financial misconduct, and there is an allegation of diversion of funds and money laundering. Now, government says that while a performance bond was presented from Jaiz Bank to secure the contract, payments were made into a different account, a Zenith Bank account of Sujimoto, rather than the one secured by the bond. This is framed as a premeditated intent to defraud the state. And so, Enugu State government petitioned the EFCC, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, to investigate and recover the funds. By the way, the state government says it has reassigned the 22 abandoned sites to new contractors. On the other hand, Sujimoto has denied any wrongdoing. He claims the problem is not fraud but contractual and operational challenges, cost overruns, inflation, for example, rising price of cement, foreign exchange volatility, logistical difficulties, manpower and equipment constraints. Sujimoto says many of the projects were outside the company's previous experience and that such issues delayed execution. He maintains that he is ready to face the EFCC and clear his name. Anyway, the Enugu State government insists on recovering the full 5.76 billion naira paid to Sujimoto. The state government also says the Smart Green Schools project's deadline for September 2025 resumption of schools is used by state as a target. The reassignment of sites is meant to keep the project on track. Furthermore, following the petition by the Enugu State government, EFCC publicly declared Sujimoto wanted, later questioned him. Reports say his accounts have been frozen and passports seized, while EFCC investigates alleged diversion and money laundering. While we wait for the outcome of the investigation by the EFCC, these are the questions begging for answers. Was the Sujimoto contract awarded through a competitive, transparent bidding process or via direct selection. Now, did the state follow the Open Contracting Data Standard, that is what we call the OCDS portal requirements, by publishing full contract details, and that's the bidders, evaluation criteria, award letter, payment milestone for public scrutiny? If the OCDS portal exists to help citizens track contracts, why has there been limited or no clear information about this particular smart green school contract? Furthermore, the performance bond was reportedly issued by Jaiz Bank, yet the mobilization payment was made into a Zenith Bank account. Who approved this discrepancy? Which government official appended their signatures authorizing the payment into an account not tied to the bond? Was this flagged by the Ministry of Finance, the Accountant General, or the Procurement Office before disbursement? Was Sujimoto's capacity to deliver on 22 schools in 6 months properly verified before the award? Did the state carry out a risk assessment on the contractor's track record and technical expertise? Why did it take months and billions spent before government inspectors flagged that work was not progressing as agreed? What sanctions exist for government officials who fail to enforce procurement rules? Will the findings of the EFCC investigation also cover the role of state officials, not just the contractor? Beyond the contractor, what is government's accountability to the children of Enugu who are left without the promised schools? How will government rebuild trust after such a high-profile contract scandal? Well, as the story unfolds, we'll be here to bring you the updates. If you believe citizens must hold leaders accountable, share this video, leave your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more updates on political arena.